6 viewers. Say some shit.
Till the sweat drop down my mouth. Oh, these females go. Oh, skeet, motherfucker. Ow.
In the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen. Yes. Oh.
I was crunk. How the hell you get in here with a New Orleans jersey? That's how you know Janae shit is on Wi-Fi. His jersey ain't even changed. The fuck? The fuck is this? Nah, Janae, bro, you shit not even. Hold up, bro. It just changed. Yeah, you on Wi-Fi, bro. We know it now. If we didn't know it then, we know it now. Shit. That nigga came in here with the whole Pelicans outfit. That's crazy. Janae, man, using the Pelican shit.
What the fuck that robot just say?
D, you seen that shit? I'm not seeing shit, am I? This motherfucker came in here with looking like Zion with a beard. Look like James Zion and shit. You know what I'm saying? 365, my boy had a Pelicans jersey on. He looking real suspect in the world. He know he was. That's when you know somebody playing on Wi-Fi and they need to really upgrade. Get that Beyonce in his life.
Man, I get 370 brush and
yeah, my news reporter asked MJ if he thought the 90s.
Why do I do this? What drives me to do this? Why does this turn me into something else? How many times am I gonna go after this shit? To some of you, this is just a game. To the real killers out there, we all know it to be much, much more than that. This is our way of life. This is our safe haven from the bullshit. This is our NBA. I just want you all to know, respectfully, very fucking respectfully, that you all have hell to pay this year. My name is Sid67, aka Sid 6.7, aka The Black Sky, aka Baba Yaga, aka Lord Dracon, aka Mr. 198, aka The Demon's Head, aka Raz Al Ghul. Thank you, NBA 2K, for making a game that was tailor-made for me. good with y'all niggas, man? YouTube side, Twitch side. What up? We got 2 so far. We got my nigga Smooth, and we got Data Bios that said they want to come out here right now. I need 2 more. But I just wanted to show you guys something that I thought was interesting and shit. I was looking through some my old clips and stuff, and just look at what I said about 2K22. It might be my fault, y'all. I'm sorry. It might be my fault, but I didn't explain it like that. But I did. Like, we needed this in the game. I'm happy we had it in the game. But, like, if you're trying to hoop, I need 2 more to say hoop up in here. I got Smooth and I got Adebayo. Look at this shit.
For my next big idea for 2K, other than jab stepping, this will go with that, with the whole dribbling, jab step, jumper. You need to make off dribble shooting way more effective than it is right now. And I don't mean like every shot go in, or if somebody's open it goes in. This is what I mean. When you're taking off the dribble shots or contested shots, the meter still moves the same speed. You should be for certain shots, you got to speed up the meter or slow down the meter, because I'm just going to show you. Look at here. Everybody always whines and stuff about contested shots going in. I hate to tell you, but in the NBA, the best players make contesteds. They make 60% contesteds, 70% contesteds. But the difference is, in 2K, I think, like on a shot like that, you see how you flicked it up? The meter should move it. The meter should start moving faster the better the contest is. Like, that should have moved real fast. You should still be able to make the shots, but you have to the release points all have to be different. And in 2K, the release points are not different. The meter moves the same speed no matter if it's highly contested, lowly contested, somewhat contested. The only time the meter should move regular is on wide open shots. That's why they're wide open. Because when you're shooting a wide open shot in real life, you're in your regular motion, regular rhythm, regular everything. But when you get a contest, as all great players know, or anybody that's ever played in a basketball game, as you get a contest, you have to release the ball different. Look at that mess. He's not supposed to make that. But if you learn that you have to release it a little quicker there, yeah, you might miss it a lot more, but at least there's a skills gap to hitting the shot. It's not some stuff where people are like, oh my God, he's hitting a contested like that. But there's a skills gap to hitting them if you're going to take contestants. And there should be badges that correspond with hitting contestants, like tough shot maker, or they already got the off the dribble badge, shooting off the dribble badge. I forgot.
I don't know how old this video is.
I forgot what it's
I
called.
don't know how old the video is.
You know what the badge is. Everybody knows what the
I don't look too much different than that. I don't look any different than that, I don't think.
You hit contested
Age
feeds and all that stuff. They have the badge.
Age is doing me right here.
But you need other badges for it. There should be other badges. Like, that would help the 2-guard position be more prevalent.
Old Sid is preaching. I don't think I'm preaching. I'm telling the truth. Like, this is what happened in the game that we have right now. Like, I knew that 2K was going in this direction. And I tried to tell y'all early, but y'all didn't. Once again, y'all didn't listen to me.
You have to really.
I said this a long time ago. I said this before the game came out.
Like 160.
You see how contested
70 badges, even pushing 200 badges. There should be. You should have that many badges to differentiate players and skill players and different things that they should be able to do. You can't just have like a handful of badges. Everybody's gonna be the same player. You're not gonna be able to differentiate between who's what and who can do what and who's great at what. Everybody's gonna be great at everything.
Yeah, my face got a little bigger. Like I gained weight since then. Definitely.
If you have your
I'm probably about 20 pounds heavier, maybe 15, 20 pounds heavier than I was now.
Make a catch on the move shot badge. Like make that, because nowadays everybody's sitting there catching the ball and they're throwing up greens off the move now, because it's still considered catch and shoot. We have a catch and shoot on the move badge. Give us a post fade badge. Give us a post fade over the left shoulder, post fade over the right shoulder. Make it so that if you have to have the post hook badge to be really hooking. You got point guards down there hooking and fading over both shoulders and all that. You have to really specialize these badges, make them specific, so that this is what your player should be able to do or should be great at. Not saying they can't do all the other stuff, but look at this stuff that Kobe is doing. Look at the stuff that Kobe is doing. Look what he's making. Look what he's hitting. Look what he's hitting. Kobe's hitting some wild stuff.
He's hitting wild ass shots, bro. And people get mad at people hitting contested.
They need to differentiate.
Look at that shit. Kobe hitting contested shots like a motherfucker. Now, you sitting there looking at that aspect of it right there, but like, then they took something else out of the game that I really hate that they took out of the game. They took jab stepping out of the game. Like, they really took jab stepping out of the fucking game. Like, it used to be in the game something crazy, and now it's not. Jab stepping was a big part of my game in 2K18 and shit. Like,
a lot of people are sitting there talking about the dribbling and everything, and I think that's great. But what happened to just simple triple threat basketball, triple threat offense, jab stepping? Like, why don't people understand that jab stepping is one of the most effective ways to score in any basketball game?
I don't think Kobe was the most skilled player of all time. He took all of his. He took 95% of his game from Michael Jordan.
This is why everybody has to.
I think Kobe is the greatest mimic of all
Everybody
time.
has to.
He's the only person who's able to mimic Jordan.
It's a bunch of dribble
Perfectly.
because
He mimicked the shit out of him. If you go look at their moves, like they're the same.
Open. Jab stepping is so important. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Steph Curry, James Harden. These guys use jab steps. Like,
If they bring the jab step into the game, you won't have to run pick and roll all the time.
Games. Tracy McGrady, like, these guys use the jab step, and I don't know. Just about to prove it to you. What's going on here? Like, look at this. Look at this. James Harden jab step. Damn near threw him to the bench with a jab step. Like, come on, bro. This is crazy. Why are we not implementing jab stepping and quick triple threat offense as a regular thing? Look at this. Boom. Look how quick that is. You can't even move quick.
You can't move quick off the jab step.
Off of a jab step. If you know, last year around this time,
jab stepping in 2K18, I was killing people.
Look at that crap. Was there a badge called?
It's not in the game like it was though. It's not a viable weapon. Like, look, that's a weapon. Look, you would not need to pick and roll on every single play.
About me when he reads the tweet on his video that he did.
It's not like it was.
Badges. Dang, this dude must be an op or something because he picked a badge perfectly.
That's fucking Seth Curry jab step somebody to the ground.
Day one,
Alfred Payton.
Off the jab step, the first step off of a jab step is one of the most deadly things.
Look at that shit.
In basketball.
Breaks people's ankles and it's not in the game like that.
When you jab step at somebody and it's a good jab step.
You moving quick out of it, but you're not moving like you should. Not moving like you used to.
Move back, or you can jab step, pump fake.
Jab step, pump fake. Bob. It's not in the game, man.
Right there, like, come on, man. This is crazy.
It's not prevalent.
Look at this right here. This is Chalmers.
Mario Chalmers
he
dropped the nigga with a jab step.
Hey, come on, people.
That's
Why
crazy.
are we not using jab steps more often in the NBA 2K versions of the game? Why is it not there? Like, look, he almost broke his leg with a jab step. No, not even a dribble move. Here comes Kobe again. You know what Kobe does. Create space. Gone. Jab step.
Not in the game like that.
People don't understand that the jab step is one of the greatest moves in basketball.
It would keep people off balance if they gave us a complete jab step.
18 was the best jab step that we ever had was in 18. And
oh God,
that's crazy.
Oh God, Melo just dropped that nigga with a jab step, bro. Like, he dropped that nigga with a jab. Watch this one. This one's bad. Oh God. And this is what I mean when I say the whole jab step thing. And from 18, like, if you watch me in 18 and you saw my jab step game in 18, it was very, very advanced.
Guys,
my jab step game in 18 was second to none. Like, I was fucking niggas up with all jab steps.
20, but this proves it right here. I used the jab step as a viable offensive move. Look at this. Look, the jab step was crazy. The jab step game needs to come back. Look at that. I used to jab step the hell out of people. I mean, jab step the absolute crap out of them for greens. What happened? Like, look what it was. It struck fear in the hearts of the opponent.
Look,
like,
it actually had people backing up in that 2K.
You can't do that anymore.
In this 2K, it had people backing up. Like, it doesn't do that anymore. It doesn't strike the same fear that it used to strike in other people. It used to strike fear in players back in that 2K. Like, it doesn't strike that type of fear and warrant that type of fear anymore. You know what I'm saying? What's good, legit? What's good? What's good? What's good, Klitsch? What's good? What's good? What's good, my brother? My brother James, Airman. What's good, poppin'? What's poppin' with you, bro? Just saying what up to people on the YouTube side because I couldn't see the YouTube side at that point in time. And now I can see everything. Triple threat, juke works like tight handles. Yeah, it'll stun you, but I'm talking about the effectiveness of the movement off of the jab step. You saw how it was in 18. And 18, when you hit somebody with a jab step, they had to respect it because if you didn't react to it, you was going by them immediately. You know what I'm saying? You was hitting them and you was going by them, so they had to respect it. In this game, they don't really gotta respect it the way that they had to before. Yeah, they're gonna tell them to take it out. Yeah, that would have niggas take it out, but it would make it so that you didn't have to run pick and roll all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? What's good, Stan? What's good, 33rd? What's good? What's good, Greg? Marcos, what up? What up? You wouldn't have to run pick and roll all the time if you had a jab step. Imagine being able to catch the ball, send somebody on the wrap that I send people on, to send somebody on a wrap up to the top of the key, and they catch it. And now they get a real triple threat opportunity. You wouldn't have to bring that pick over there just so they can create enough space for themselves. You can have them jab step, go one way off the catch, jab step, go the same way off the catch, jab step, one dribble, pull up. Like, it'd be a whole bunch of shit that you could do off that jab step. That's why I said there also needs to be a one dribble pull up badge in the game. What I think that they need to do is they need to implement like 200 badges into the game. Like a strong amount of badges, 200, 250 badges. Shoot off the left hand, shoot off the right hand badge. One dribble pull up badge, two dribble pull up badge. Like, that would eliminate a lot of shit that people are able to do in 2K that are considered cheesy, but it will also specialize some people in a lot of other things. Yeah, I agree. I think they need to have people that actually love the game and know how to play the game and know basketball to lab these games and to help create some of these games. 2K19, yeah, 2K19 had a decent triple threat too. But 2K18 by far was the best triple threat ever. No, I'm not wilding though. Just imagine if you had, a post badge, but you specialize the post badge. Turn left shoulder fade, right shoulder fade. The people are not good at everything. Like, when Kevin Durant first got into the NBA, he couldn't fade over left shoulder. He could only fade right shoulder. Once he learned how to fade left shoulder, difficult to guard him at that point in time. He couldn't shoot going to his right when he first came into the NBA. He had to shoot only going to his left because his jump shot his jump shot used to bring his arms across his face. But then once he realized that he can go right and come straight up, that's when he became a lethal scorer. Those are the things that I think that 2K needs to implement into the game, because right now, point guards are going left, they're going right, they're taking 5 dribbles, taking 6 dribbles, going one way, and they still going to be able to shoot a jump shot off of that. Like, if they bring back the triple threat, say you got a triple threat, burst right, triple threat, burst left. It's different for each player. It's different for, like, your handiness. If you're left-handed, right-handed, both-handed, all of that. You should implement these things into the game so that people can be more specialists and people would be different. The players would be different. Imagine if you had 250 badges. It'd be hard to sit there and go, okay, this is how this fucking player is going to play because this is how this player is. It'd be different. Like, you'd have to actually scout motherfuckers. Like, this dude is good off the right. This dude is good off the left. This dude can turn both shoulders. This dude can only turn left shoulder. This dude can only turn right shoulder. This dude shoots better going to the right than he does the left. Then it would be game plans and stuff on that. You know what I'm saying? Defensively as well. Like, you're good at forcing somebody to the left, or you're bad at forcing somebody to the right, or you're worse at forcing them to the right. Those things. Like, and the better you make your player, the more badges that you can get. And you can get, I say you can give niggas 100 badges or something like that. That would make everybody different. because it would be 150 badges or so that each player doesn't have, and other players may have a combination of those. But that's just wishful thinking for them to do something like that, put something like that into the game. Right now, I only got Smooth and that about right now. Who else is trying to come out? That's just my big idea for 2K. Like if they were ever to do something like that, that'd be my big idea for them to try something like that, to even, to go that far and implement that type of shit. I wish that they would, because that would make the game so much more sim and so much more comp to do it like that. People would hate it at first, but they would love it as the game got to go along, because they would get the badges necessary. It would also be a situation where teams could all have different play styles. Teams right now all have a similar play style. If you had 250 badges and teams could actually make different builds and different players and people would be different, you could actually make a team that actually plays nothing like another team. And multiple teams could play nothing like another team. So it'd be like the real NBA, where you're seeing, you might see a Utah Jazz on a given night where they're not going to score as many points as you, but they can stop your ass. They got some defense. Or you might see a Phoenix Suns team is going to get up and down and run, so you got to combat that. Are you gonna crash for the boards? Are you not going to crash for the boards? Are you just going to get back? Those things. Team may be weak on the boards, but they may be strong on the fast break. So you have to make the decision: are we going to crash the boards because they're weak on the boards? But if they do get the board, they're good on the fast break. They're going to get out and run. Those things that don't exist in 2K right now. Those are certain things that should exist, and I don't think that they do. Yeah, it could be like that now, Ultra, but not so much, because once you see a point guard, every point guard is pretty much the same. Every point guard is pretty much the same, the way it's made. 99% of teams, inside bigs, that's pretty much the same. Swing build, that's pretty much the same. Like, you can't really make things that are completely different yet. Like, a point guard is a point guard right now in 2K. Two guard is a two guard right now in 2K. You know what I mean? There is no real variety. There's variety, but it's not like it should be. It's very, very minuscule, the variety. Like, you may change a few things and make a little differences, but there isn't anything major. And in the NBA, it's major. I mean, I think that's what the whole situation is. It's a major thing when you're able to implement some of these things and have major changes to it. I don't think that they won't be able to. If there's 250 badges in the game, Smooth, I don't think that they'll run the same offensive scheme. I think there'll be some teams that could slip through the cracks and actually have a different play style and be successful. I don't think it'll forever be high pick and roll, Smooth. If they put jab stepping into the game, you won't have to have high pick and roll. I promise you. If you put jab stepping into the game, you won't have to play high pick and roll at all, because you can run an offense. You can run an offense where you can actually have a fucking offense where people could run off-ball movement, catch the ball off of the off-ball movement, and then after they catch the ball off of the off-ball movement, they can go into a jab step motion. And when they go into that jab step motion, that is when you can actually get players off balance. You can't do that right now. That portion of the game doesn't even exist. And that's what I don't like about what's happening with 2K, is with the fact that that portion of the game doesn't exist anymore. It used to exist. We used to be able to do that shit, but now we can't. And it sucks that's not in the game. You know what I mean? What's good, my brother Joe? My shit is not working right now. Like, my fucking... it's saying that the chat is working, but the chat is not working. Y'all can see that? Like, it says that the chat's working, but it ain't. Yeah, I see it in here, but it ain't going to here. Like, why the fuck is that not happening? I'm not going to be able to see. I'm not going to be able to see the YouTube side of it, which is ass. I need to see the YouTube side of it. Somebody say something on YouTube so I can see if it goes through here. If it goes through here, then I have to look at both chats, which sucks. But you know what I mean. But I just think that like that's the whole situation where you can see 5 Out coming back crazy. If they have jab stepping in the game, they will bring 5 Out back. But like I said, if you specialize it so that somebody's weaker going to the left than they are going to the right, you can mix and match and put certain defenders on them to stop that or combat that. Okay, yeah, the YouTube side just came up over there, but let me see. If I put it on both sides, is it coming up? I don't know. I'll see. You think I can get in trouble streaming on both at the same time? I think you only get in trouble streaming on both at the same time from YouTube, my G. Like, that's the problem. I think that's the only problem, Joe. They're going to get me for streaming on both at the same time. YouTube took my partnership one time, and I think that's why they took my partnership.